Hey, this is LA from LA Show. Thank you so much for tuning back into another episode of LA Show's current events. Please hit the subscribe button and notification bell for more. Now let's get into these stories. Hello, thank you guys so much for tuning back in to LA Show's current events. Please, by all means, check out LA Show the podcast, available on all of these streaming platforms. And also follow me on all of my social media platforms listed right here. Today we have a lot of topics to discuss, predominantly dealing with women, women, Black women. And I know this sounds cliche, but my sisters, please hold your head up and remain strong. Remain doing what you are doing out here. And we love and respect all of you. Let's get into the news.
Devastated after 23-year-old Mikeona Johnson's body was found in her car this afternoon.
My mom got to bury her daughter. I got to bury my sister. And somebody knows something.
Police say around noon today, they responded to a call of a homicide in South LA. When they arrived, they found Johnson's 2003 silver Mercedes-Benz on the 1800 block of West 95th Place. According to a family member, Johnson's body was found in the back seat, all just blocks away from where she lived.
The car wasn't there, and all of a sudden the car was there. Me and her sister been out here every day looking for her. And somehow her car ended up on the street that we done been down every day.
The family says the mother of two young daughters has been missing since last Wednesday. They say it appears the last person who saw her was her partner and father of her 1-year-old.
She was innocent. She don't do nothing. That girl would go to school, take care of her kids, make sure her kids is okay.
Johnson's family says she was sweet, was taking online college classes, and was focused on being the best mom she could be.
She always was good to people. She did everything she can for people, and I don't know why anybody would do this to her, okay? She mind her own business. She don't be in no drama or nothing.
The LAPD says they are investigating this case as a homicide. They wouldn't say if they had any suspects yet, but are asking anyone with information about the incident to call their anonymous tip line at 1-800-222-TIPS. In South LA, Hermela Argawi, KCAL 9 News.
Hello, hi, my name is Lakashima Collins, and me and my family is here on behalf of my niece, Mikeona Johnson. She was murdered and found in her car, and we asking anybody in this neighborhood who's seen anything. If you've seen her car, any details, we don't care how little or how small. We want all the phone calls, all the details. So if you guys have a conscience or a heart, this could be your 20-year-old daughter, 23-year-old daughter, or your 23-year-old family member. She has 2 daughters, and we want justice for Mikeona. She did not deserve to die this way, and we're not going to rest until we find out what happened to her, and whoever did this to her is in jail. So we begging you guys, please come forward with any information that you have, because we need peace. We cannot sleep, we cannot eat until we know what happened to Mikeona Johnson. Her daughters want to know what happened to their mother. When they have questions later on in life, we want to have answers. So we need y'all help, the community help. Please, help us help her children get justice for their mother. Please.
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 She didn't deserve that.
We want justice for
We
Mikeona.
want justice for Mikeona. This girl was a beautiful spirit. She was a good mother. She did not party. She did not hang out in the streets. She was a good mother. She went to church and she took care of her children. Never in a million years will we ever think something like this would happen to her. So we begging y'all, please, help us help her children. Let's get justice for Mikey. On 3, justice for Mikey. 1, 2, 3. Justice for Mikey!
Truly a heartbreaking story, and my condolences, prayers, love goes out to this family. TheGrio.com has an article Family questions police media after missing LA mother found dead. They need to be more involved. This was posted September 22nd of 2020. Alicia Tillman is trying to wrap her head around the fact that news stations in LA have been front and center at recent police brutality protests, yet the disappearance of her sister, Mikeona Johnson, did not get much airtime. Johnson's family realized that the 23-year-old mother of two was missing after her boyfriend called her grandmother asking if she had seen Johnson. He told Johnson's grandmother that he fell asleep after she went to get food for the family from a local burger stand, and when he woke up, he realized that Johnson had not returned. It's not like my sister to just disappear like that. She takes her kids everywhere like a wallet. Wherever she goes, they go, said Tillman. She doesn't leave the kids behind for anything in the world, so we know something was going on. Tillman found herself searching for her sister throughout the streets of LA, with family members using social media to gather tips and share the news of her sister's disappearance. Anytime someone would call with a tip, they would hop in the car and race to the scene, only to find that a car similar to Johnson's had been spotted. Johnson disappeared in her silver Mercedes on Wednesday, September 9th. Her decomposed body was found a week later in the back seat, parked on a quiet residential street in front of Manhattan Place Elementary School. My sister had the most beautiful smile and the deepest dimples. She had such a beautiful soul and wanted to help everyone. Mikeona has been through a lot, and my sister tends to take on a lot, said Tillman. People could do things to her and she would still break her back to make sure they are okay and that they have what they need. Johnson was a devoted mother who cherished her children, ages 1 and 5. She grew up in Compton and developed a strong faith at a young age, praise dancing with her sisters in church and joining a traveling choir. Although she was a private person, Johnson had some relationship troubles according to her family and had devoted her life to the father of her recent baby. When you first meet someone, it's like the honeymoon stage where everything seems so cool and everybody's so happy and does not want to leave each other's side. But as time progresses, that's when you start seeing people's true colors, especially when you have a child with someone. Tillman explained that the family questions the involvement of Johnson's boyfriend, not only because he was the last person to see her, but because he has given different responses to the same questions. During a vigil held for Johnson last week, various Black women from the community spoke on the dangers of staying in an abusive relationship, hoping to empower other women through their testimonies. It was made clear that more resources need to be developed within local police departments to assist women who are dealing with domestic violence. Tillman expressed she would like to see quicker movement from police moving forward when women, and especially Black women, go missing in LA. She believes there is a chance her sister could have been found alive if police acted with more urgency. They need to be more involved when someone goes missing. They need to get right to it. The longer they wait, you do not know what's going on in that time. If someone goes missing on Wednesday, do not wait until Monday and detectives start working on a case. Johnson's aunt has mentioned setting up a trust for her young children. Tillman said she doesn't know if anyone has told Johnson's 5-year-old daughter yet, but she is aware of her mother's disappearance. Every time we would come back to the house from searching for Mikeona, she would be at the door asking, "Did you find my mommy?" That is truly a heartbreaking story, and I did discuss this case on my podcast. However, this article came out last week and I didn't catch that. So I do want to bring more emphasis around the fact that the family is bringing up domestic violence. I don't know if the boyfriend has been charged as of yet. And also they are bringing up the fact that police do need to come around and support women who have claims of domestic violence. How many more women are we going to kill or watch be killed, in the name of love? Let me know what you guys think about domestic violence down below. Let me know what you guys really, really think about domestic violence, and let's get a dialogue going about this because, we're going to keep seeing stories like this. So tell me what you all think, and rest in peace to Mikeona. Yes, Breonna Taylor. This case is just so interesting to me because it seems to me that we are just letting things slide. A lot of really insensitive things slide. Things that should not be happening at all. So you mean to tell me that we can just walk into people's homes and just shoot at them because we have an assumption of something? You know, nobody's screaming out the house. Nobody's being hurt inside the house. This is simply a no-knock warrant and abuse of power of entering somebody's home and shooting at them. But you don't get charged with killing them. You don't get charged with anything except for shooting into other people's apartments. One officer. It was 3 officers that were shooting. That math does not make sense. This whole situation does not make sense. But once again, we're going to just take a look at some of the updates that are going on. So now the grand jury member, a juror, says that he wants the grand jury proceedings released to the public. And I just can't wait until they are. Apparently they're giving Daniel Cameron, the Attorney General, a time frame, I do believe by this Friday, to have that prepared. So we'll see what that says. So it's been a lot going on with these officers. The 2 officers that have been not charged with anything, Miles Cosgrove and John Mattingly, the one who sent out the emails. Miles Cosgrove is now trying to crowdfund from a Christian organization to get money for his retirement. And that is just so insensitive. But I guess people need bread. People need money. We're in the middle of a pandemic. Then we have an article here from CourierJournal.com. Witness who said police announced themselves at Breonna Taylor's apartment changed story. This was posted on September 28th of 2020. Now, I could keep reading these little articles that are popping up and saying that, here goes another one. News.yahoo.com. Police told no suspicious drug-related packages sent to Breonna Taylor's home. This was posted October 1st of 2020. I mean, we got to really think about the methodology of what these people were able to do. And that was change the narrative on a lot of things within this case. Let me know what you guys think about some of these updates. And if you have seen any, send them my way. I would love to read into it. Also, I just thought about this before I close this. You give the family $12 million right before you announce your decisions on how you're going to go about charging and, handling this. We cannot be bought and sold anymore, people. We can't. We cannot do this no more. Let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know. Rest in peace, Breonna. So now we're going to get into this whole Fashion Nova Kids debacle. Let me just say this. No, I wouldn't put this on no child of mine or around me. So I can speak on it. It's just not my taste. However, if you feel differently, that's cool. Let your child look like you. That's cool. Fashion Nova children's clothing range featuring crop tops, evening dresses, and heels with names like Pulling Me Closer is branded disgusting by critics who claim it, young girls. This was posted on September 29th of 2020. Online retailer Fashion Nova has been slammed over its new range of children's clothes, with critics claiming the outfits are too grown for young girls. Fashion Nova, which is based in the US but ships to the UK, unveiled the collection last week with promotional images showing young girls dressed in high heels, midriff bearing tops, and evening dresses. The pieces are designed to match adult versions available on the site. Shoppers took to Twitter to share their distaste, saying it is inappropriate to create such designs for children and use young girls dressed like adults to advertise them. Others took issue with the names of the pieces, which include the $22.99 Feeling Way Too Much top and the $27.99 Pulling Me Closer pants. Items of clothes on sale range from biker short sets to dresses with see-through tulle skirts. Some of the clothes names were taken from the adult versions, many of which are listed as the same price. The unhappy social media users suggested the outfits were inappropriate and that clothing companies and parents should let kids be kids. While acknowledging that not all the products on the fashion retailer site were the same and drawing attention to some of the kid-friendly clothes, one person said dressing them in heels and the names of the outfits made it inappropriate. However, not everyone agreed with their protestations about the new clothing range, with some people stating that they do not think the outfits are bad. Several people suggested they were able to find plenty of appropriate outfits on the site, including sweatshirts and t-shirts. Fashion Nova declined to comment. I just think that, yeah, kids should be kids, but in the times that we're living in now, it just seems like everything is on hyper speed. And so people want kids to grow up like hyper speed. These poor babies being exploited for a company that's making millions of dollars off of the black community. Every time I look up, I see a different celebrity talking about Fashion Nova. But let me know what you guys think down below. And also keep in mind the movie Cuties that was released this year as well. Thank you all so much for tuning in with me. Please subscribe to this channel and turn on your notifications for more. And I will be back, of course. And also follow me on all of my social media platforms. I want everybody to be safe. And I have more coming up. Please stay tuned. You know how we do over here on LA Show.